That's right. Hey, Wilf, that is good news for some of those newer investors who appear to be more bullish and more exposed to cryptocurrencies. This is according to our Invest in You Next Gen Survey out today. It's conducted by CNBC and Momentive. And those U.S. investors, those who got into the markets in 2020 or later, are more than twice as likely to own cryptocurrencies. That's compared to their more experienced counterparts or those who started investing in 2019 or earlier. That newer investor also tends to be more optimistic. They say, or more than a third of those investors say that they think Bitcoin prices will be higher by the end of this year compared to about a fifth of the larger investor base. And take a look here. Stocks are still number one with about a third of new investors holding shares of individual companies. But in a close second, 26% of new U.S. investors also own crypto. That's more than twice the level of mutual funds or ETFs, and it's more than 3 times the level of ownership for real estate or for bonds. And as far as the broader population, about 1 in 10 U.S. investors now say they own crypto. Men are twice as likely as women to hold digital assets, and roughly half of the overall investing base still says that it's a high-risk investment. Guys, back to you.
Kate, two questions from me. Do we have any idea of the size of position people are having? Are we talking $100 here and there or thousands of dollars in general? And what type of exposure to crypto do they have? Is this underlying in just one of the currencies like Bitcoin or broader than that and stocks like Coinbase?
That's a great question. We don't have the average account size or the average investment size. But if you look at some of the retail brokers, Robinhood, for example, has sort of given way to fractional shares. So it's now, with cryptocurrency and stocks, you can buy in smaller dollar increments. You could buy $5 worth versus, an entire share of Amazon, for example. That's one of the reasons we have seen, and analysts say we've seen this influx of retail traders because the bar is lower for getting in. So we don't have exact numbers, but it's likely, especially for newer investors, it's easier now to buy at smaller dollar amounts.